Hello, 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 and welcome to the Reclaim Your Life podcast with me, Vicky Igbokwe-Ozoagu, your self-first instigator, supporting you to kickstart the habit of putting you first. A tiki 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 what? A tiki 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 a tiki 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 what? Tiki tiki ooh. Listen, this week you and I are diving into the final and most exciting part of your journey, redesigning your life for the next 12 months. You've reflected, you've reset. Now it's time to take action to craft a future that feels deeply aligned and inspiring for you. And now, just in case you've missed the last two episodes that are linked to this, so your reflect episode and your reset episode, I will link those in the show notes below. Okay, so stay with me on this one. You'll have time to go back if you've missed it. So, this stage is where my coaching clients often feel the most excited and also really vulnerable. They're excited by the possibilities and feel really vulnerable. And I would say sometimes even I've heard the word scared at what that could actually look like for them. And also the work, the doing things differently. But we always get to a place where they have the tools, the clarity, the confidence, and the courage to take these steps that they need to. Because redesigning your life isn't just about setting goals, it's about making intentional, heavy on the intentional, and sometimes uncomfortable changes. And they're uncomfortable changes because you've been doing life in a certain way for an extended period of time, even knowing that that was no longer serving you. So there's a lot of unlearning that needs to be done. And even sometimes some challenging conversations with people around you, right? But they know, I know, and you know that the change is important. Without it, you do not get to move forward. Without it, you do not get to step into the next season of your life. Without it, you do not get to live your life on your terms. I want more for you. And also, I know, like them, you can do this too. Because it all starts with putting yourself first and continuing to move forward. So let's go through this week's questions. And these are the exact same questions I used with my private coaching clients to guide them through this transformation. Here we go. Fabulous you. Question 1. What do you need to do differently to have more of what you want as you put yourself first over the next 12 months? What do you need to do differently to have more of what you want as you put yourself first over the next 12 months? Now, when you think about this, I want you to consider the habits, the mindset, and choices that will support your vision. What needs to shift? What needs to change? I want you to be courageous and open to all possibilities and don't hold back. Question 2. Why is it important to make these changes? Why is it important to make these changes? Now, when you're thinking about this, this is your why. the deeper reason that will keep you motivated when things get tough. And let's be real, it's not all going to be like candy floss, right? Life is going to life. But if you understand why it's important to make these changes in the darker times, in the low times, you can come back to this, and that will give you just enough motivation and energy to keep moving forward. Okay. And I want you to dig deep and be unapologetic about your motivation. Because, like I say, knowing your why will truly energize you into action and staying in action, irrespective of the size of it. Okay. Question 3. What obstacles might you face as you continue this work, as you move into this adventure, this next season of your life? What obstacles might you face as you continue this work? And I ask this because change isn't always easy. Identifying potential challenges helps you stay prepared. Okay. It's like if you've ever done or witnessed someone doing a risk assessment, right, for an event or something like that. You think about all the things that could potentially go wrong, and then you put some practices into place to mitigate those, right? So if you're organizing an event in a dance studio and you're like, oh, if there's water on the floor, people could slip, right? If there's liquid on the floor, you might say no to all beverages except for water, but they've got to be in a plastic bottle with a cap that can be closed and opened, right? You wouldn't allow people with like a mug of water because that's much easier to, spill somewhere. So this is the same thing here. You're getting ahead of the potential challenges that could come your way. All right. And I want you to be honest with what these challenges might be, because this awareness is key to your process. Question 4. How can you overcome these obstacles? How can you beat these obstacles? Now, here, I want you to think proactively. What resources, strategies, or support will you need? Because planning ahead can turn obstacles into stepping stones, making them much more manageable. Okay, so really want you to think about how you'll be able to overcome these obstacles. And question 5, and one of my favorites, what does putting yourself first look, feel, taste, sound, and smell like? What does putting yourself first look, feel, taste, sound, and smell like? Yes, I want you to engage all your senses to bring your vision to life. When you imagine your future, yes, when you imagine it with texture and smells and color and patterns, it becomes more tangible and achievable. So I want you to make it real in your mind, because I know when it's real in your mind, your actions will follow. Take a deep breath. Those are your questions for this week. Now, these questions can spark transformation. Yes, they can stir something up in your soul, in your spirit. And if you're thinking, oh my gosh, I need more guidance with this, you don't have to do it alone. My 4-week Clarity and Courage intensive coaching program takes you through this process step by step with me by your side. You get access to me through your entire 4 weeks. And we go even further into the next stage where you map out your next steps, continue to build your resilience, and ensure you're supported at every turn. Because you've got me. I become a real life member of your support team. If you're ready to redesign your life and want personalized support from me, let's talk. You can either DM me on Instagram at Vicky_Igbokwe. That's VICKI_IGBOKWE. Or you can apply for a strategy call through the link in the show notes. Now, before you go, here's your challenge with love this week. I want you to take 20 minutes. I want you to create 20 minutes of you time to sit and answer these questions, or walk and answer these questions, or dance and answer these questions, or paint and answer these questions. But I want you to find the 20 minutes this week. I want you to commit to it, and I want you to put it in your diary and set that time. Because if you remain consistent in putting this off, in going, oh, I'll do it next week, or I'll do it the week after, oh, I'm just so busy, you'll move nowhere fast. And I don't want this for you. And I know you don't want this for yourself. I can't stress this enough. Nothing changes unless you do. Nothing will change until you get to the point where you go, enough is enough. My life no longer serves me in the way it once did. And if I want a different result, I must change my process. Because it starts and continues with you, my dear. And I want you to move forward in your life. Okay? All right? Now, enjoy the process. Remember, you're not alone. I'm here for you. And if you want me to be an even greater support to you through us working together in my 4-week Clarity and Courage intensive coaching program, drop me a DM on Instagram or apply in the show notes. Until next time, keep putting yourself first. Your future is waiting, and I can't wait to see you step boldly into it. You've got this. Continue to think fierce, be fabulous, and live free spirited. Love ya.